All right, bring up the crowd audio. Good, good. Now delete the boos. No, all of them. Every single one. Delete all those. Now post in some cheers from a Knicks highlight. Let's do that. Oh man, it's missing something. A USA chant. Make it loud. And render. Congratulations, everyone. Now the president is finally beloved. And yeah, right now that's someone's job at the White House, or at least it's contracted out. Audio janitor. Yes, someone on the taxpayer payroll, presumably, spent their week scrubbing booze off of a basketball video because you heard it earlier, Donald Trump became the first sitting president to ever attend an NBA Finals game, and Madison Square Garden responded like Donald Trump showed up in a Celtics jersey. Then Donald Trump meanders off to Air Force One and tells reporters, I think it was mostly cheers, it was loud, and it was enthusiastic.
And bright stars through the perilous fight.
I thought it was amazing, actually. You mean when they had the camera on me? I thought it was very good, yeah. It was certainly amazing. It was. I think mostly cheers. It was loud and it was very enthusiastic.
But here's the part where it gets sad. His granddaughter Kai posted a video of that moment with the boos digitally replaced by cheering. They doctored the audio of a basketball game with government employees or contractors, presumably. I mean, it's scary. If the cheers were real, you wouldn't need editing software. And by the way, to the Knicks fans out there, remember, the only game you've lost so far featured Donald Trump in attendance. Just want to throw that in there. Which brings us to Friday night. The U.S. opening its World Cup at home, the first men's World Cup on American soil in more than 30 years. USA versus Paraguay at SoFi Stadium. Whoops, LA Stadium, because you can't use those corporate names. Sorry, FIFA. Don't hurt me. We want to make sure you get every dime you're deserved. And in every host country, every tournament, the head of state pretty much always shows up for the opener. It's just what happens. It's the biggest freebie photo op of all freebie photo ops. And Trump skipped it. The man flew himself to the Club World Cup final, wedged himself onto the stage during Chelsea's trophy celebration like the drunk uncle at a wedding, and then he stole the trophy and kept it at the Oval Office. And yet he cannot attend his own country's World Cup opener because his schedule's tight. I don't know if you've seen his schedule. Trump's Sunday plans are a cage fight on his own lawn for his own birthday. We can all see his calendar. He's not that busy. He's just scared. Scared of 80,000 international soccer fans with no friendly broadcasting directive, no audio janitor who can save him inside a live stadium. So he ran the maths. And yes, I did that for my kid. She loves how the UK says maths. Anyway, those boos would sound the same in any language on earth. Sometimes it's whistling. And this would happen on the biggest sports stage that exists. And your country's strongman, the alpha, the toughest guy in America, looked at that prospect and hid behind little Marco Rubio. And what do you think that is? Obama walked into arenas, Biden did. Both Bushes threw out first pitches. Even Nixon went to ball games, and Nixon had the charisma of a filing cabinet who's about to be indicted. And none of them needed a sound engineer. Sure, there were some boos, there were some cheers. They're just there. It's America. But why do you think the boos follow Donald Trump specifically? From New Jersey to Queens to Madison Square Garden, across multiple sports. Sit with it. Think about it. Take your time. Because there's no wrong answer here except the one that Donald Trump gives. It was enthusiastic. By the way, Andrew Giuliani did leave the door open, saying that he's known Trump for 30 years and to expect the unexpected for him to show up at other matches, which means there's a real chance that Donald Trump didn't show for the opener and then watches the crowds behave for 2 weeks and then helicopters into a quarterfinal match so that he can bask in the glory and take the credit for the entire tournament the way he takes credit for Chelsea's trophy. I wonder if any of those unregulated gambling sites have any action on that. And think about it. This man has impeachments, which, by the way, he's trying to have Congress scrub from his record. He's got indictments, felony convictions. His own former generals called him unfit. And yet the one thing he apparently cannot survive is 70 or 80,000 regular people telling him exactly what they think of him without an edit button. Speaking of, it would mean a lot to me if you hit the subscribe button or the like button or leave a comment, because look, no one is going to edit the audio the next time Donald Trump gets mercilessly booed on the Ring of Fire.